don't disagree with a lot of what you guys are saying. You put incentives in place and people will act according to incentives. You suggest the cops can have AMRAPs? I'll take an AMRAP. You can have M4s? Right. I'll take an M4. And if I have them, I'll use them. However, it's relevant that there were external security cameras on this house. It's relevant that these guys were walking around strapped in their house. So and what it says to me is, I'm not sure in this situation this was unjustified.
There's a tactical relevance there, but he has a point that it's not illegal. But Tim, I want to go back to you for a second, because we've discussed a lot at this table about gun control in the past, and one of the things that's come up over and over again is that most crimes are committed with handguns, for example. So the notion that police need to be going in there with AR-15s, with MP5s, with this sort of event, and not just a couple of guys. I mean, then that video looked like he had about 10, 12, maybe 15 officers barreling in through the front door of this house in full tack gear. Well, what are they expecting to find in there? It's not like there are shootouts with bad guys with AK-47s happening every day across the country. It seems excessive.
Yeah, it's definitely excessive. And some of the reports that I've seen is that the people that the police were searching for were not there. And that points to another problem that goes on with these raids, is that there's little advance investigation of the house or premises that they're going to search. They sometimes get a tip from an informant that, hey, somebody sold me drugs at that house down at the end of the street. And then they call out the SWAT team, and then they're breaking down doors without that advanced police work to find out who's in there. Are there children there? Is this an old address by somebody who lived there before? There's that advanced investigation isn't there, and they come bursting in, and again, it creates these confrontations between innocent people who think they're going to be burglarized and the police. We don't want that.
Well, on the other side, I mean, I have a lot of friends in law enforcement, U.S. Marshals, and folks in Texas that they're in units where they go after criminals and execute search warrants, and it is very dangerous. I mean, people get shot at. It's there are violent
Border Patrol guys need long guns, no question.
So in defense of them, that there is a certain amount of danger in executing search warrants. We sit here and we can armchair quarterback it, but just like I said to you before, there is a certain level of discretion that's involved here, and that the context of the situation has got to be taken into consideration. We're not talking about Compton, South Central L.A.
Now, just to be clear, though, for example, those vehicles that we showed, these are MRAPs, mine-resistant armored personnel carriers. They are specifically designed to handle a massive improvised explosive device. That is why they were built. So for these to be driving around a small town
or
is a little like the local sheriff's battle wagon is a little ridiculous, and I think that it sends a bad message.
Campuses. We did a story about that too.